Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike. Yes, it's here, the ToLiss A320CO version, conventional engine options. And I should have put a question mark after it. Um, we'll get into a little bit of the question mark. However, what a great aircraft. Um, And I think well, we'll talk about it here in a few seconds when we go through the flight. But yeah, here it is. Now, this livery does not come with the download. Matter of fact, which one does? Hang on, let me open that up and I'll relate. Well, I would if I had not closed out my browser. Hang on just a second. Let me get a couple things up and running here that, I had 5 minutes to do it. You know how life is, just slipped right by me, not even thinking about it. So, but hey, welcome in. We are going to spotlight ToLiss A320 CO. So I hope you all enjoy. Hang on a second. I'm getting one more app running that, that weird guy behind the stick in this plane just totally forgot. Someone needs to fire him. Oh, wait, that would be me. That's not a good idea. Anyway, so we got that radar up and everything's looking good there. So, why all the question marks? First off, we're at MidAmerica Airport. We have been at this airport for quite a while. Flew in from Evansville in the C90/T44. Flew out a couple days ago with some spectacular weather from X-Plane 12 3.0. Wow is all I had to say. Finally. Even though the first day I tried it out, I should have had stuff, but I didn't. Um, oh, and I forgot to change something. Doggone it. We're in beta 3. Hang on a second here. Let me get to the most important one. I just realized we, thanks to Duluth Fly this morning, catching that, or getting caught himself. Yeah, we're in 3.0. So, or 3.0 beta 3. Let's get it right. X-Plane 12.3.0 beta 3. So, and you all can read it. I'm not going to post it. It's up on Discord, I think. If it's not, let me know and I'll put it there. Oh, man. Hang on. My nose just did something weird. Stand by a second. I don't know if any of you all experience this. I do quite a bit, so may only be me. Hey, that wouldn't surprise me being flying with Mike. Where if you get something in your nose, be it a hair, we have an airplane here? Where are you hiding? Anyway, it like tickles the inside of your nose and you're just, oh man, it's still doing it. You can't get rid of it? Yeah. Well, if it was like an episode of a show I watched a couple days ago, guy was running around screaming and freaking out. And they finally somehow got a sedative, got him on the ground, took out the forceps and pulled a cockroach out of his ear. Yeah, that would make me run around crazy too. Oh my God, it's still there. Uh-oh, maybe it's that cockroach. I don't know. Anyway, we got that changed. All right. I'll go ahead and change the title here. That way, when people log in, they'll at least see it. But anyway, yeah, we're actually in beta 3. That happened overnight. Then the release of the ToLiss A320CO occurred sometime overnight. So let's do a quick rundown. Let me get back out so y'all can see it. And I'm going to share a little insight on this aircraft sitting on the ramp. So yeah, that's what happened. Now, what do you need to know to install this? First off, you are going to have to pay for the add-on aircraft. Now, I'll come back to that in just a second. First, you're going to you will update your sim either prior to purchase or after purchase, because once you fire the sim up, if you've got betas activated, you get the update. So you get to choose whether you want the update or not. I suggest doing it. I couldn't tell you yay or nay on it. Now, here comes a little trickiness that this guy ran into. And if you follow the Discord channel for Toliss, you would have seen me interacting with them. And I felt stupid. Remember, all week long, we have been updating each of the Toliss aircraft. I got lost in that, in which ones have been updated, which ones had not. Make sure you, prior to firing up the sim, is probably the best time to do it. Skunkcraft, update your A320NEO. Okay, that should be the last one you have to update. Everything else you own should have updated prior to that, okay? Then get your sim updated if you so choose. Then, before doing that, then get your A320CO. It's just a couple of folders. Do the purchase, get the serial, because you're going to need the serial number. Starts with 56 kilo. That's all I'm going. Well, I don't know if the rest of it's the same for everyone or not. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I just care that if it is shared, I do not believe in piracy. So I'm here to tell you, that is just totally wrong. These developers deserve what they make, whether you scoff at it or not. And I saw a lot of scoffing over at Toliss, and shame on you for that. They worked hard to give us this great product. The least you could do, okay, is not pirate it. Anyway, so bring those two or three files over, follow the PDF. Then open your sim, open your A320NEO. Just actually open it in a CO. There is 5 liveries to choose from. And there's 2 of them for the CFM and the IAE. Open one of those. Go to the Toliss. Here, I'll show you. Go up here, click the Toliss, open ISCC, and go to Sound Add-ons. If you did not update the A320NEO prior, you will see nothing here to enter your code. Yep. So make sure it's up to date. I think it's 1.2.1. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. And then you'll have access to put your key in and go from there. It's a real simple process. Then when you come over here, you'll have the engines and all at your disposal. You know what? I'm going to go there. All right. So here's the caveat for what you see on the ramp, not for the A320CO. This is actually was downloaded so that I could fly it pretty decently, since we had, troubles with flight factor. The NEO, which Allegiant does not have NEOs. Strictly CEO engines, strictly CFM on all their Airbuses. However, once you do this update, all you got to do is, if you have this aircraft, go in, select it, go to your ISCS folder right there, or unless if you're one that just wants to work off the EFB. However, go to Aircraft Sim, set yourself to the CFM 56. And for this aircraft, yes is the correct answer for wingtips have sharklets. Otherwise, they have fences. And that's that little, I don't even know what the heck you call it, a fence. But what the design really is. So anyway, that's what you see on the ramp. Okay. Another caveat here, you see yep, they still have everything like all the other fun toys we had with the A321NEO. Why the jetway isn't up to it? This airport has always given me troubles figuring out which line to follow. Half of these lines are gone. So I don't know which line to follow in, okay? And add insult to injury, that particular building is now pushed back, maybe a little bigger, as the international terminal. It's currently under construction. Whether it will actually go into service, that's between the airport and the hopeful airline. I'm not even going to give that away because who knows? But anyway, so that's not even there. So the scenery, I don't know what picture they go off of, and that actually wasn't even what the building even closely resembled. It was a tent. I used to make fun with a guy that worked out there while I was in between and said, someone stole your tent when they expanded that way. Or no, we're expanding to the west with a couple more gates. So, yeah. And I get it. Yeah, hey, before we go blasting X-Plane 12 for this, hey, it doesn't matter. I've got gates. If they work, they work. They don't, they don't. Guess what? I've got a little air stair that goes up because you know what? They sometimes don't work at the airport you go into for a variety of reasons. Okay, so there's a little bit of background here, and we're going to take that background a little further as we hop up here into cockpit. Again, shouldn't shock you. Oh my gosh, it's an Airbus. It's different. No, it's not. It's the same thing as all the Airbuses, except maybe less dials and switches and all that good fun stuff. All right. Now, let's get into what I really mean by a little different. Now, I'm going to do this maybe on another, well, obviously on another flight. Try something a little different and see if numbers are different, okay? I gave it away a little bit. Yep, we have some discrepancy here. All right, let me bring in that so I don't forget it. And let's get Sim Toolkit up here to show with the current setup what I believe is the cause. And it just could be they haven't updated the numbers in it. That's always a big possibility. Hey, I think I finally got that. Whoa, that was just bugging the heck out of me in my nose. All right, so Sim Toolkit's up here. We are online up here in the blue. It is not raining here. That's just radar gobbledygook. And nope, it's still there. Never mind. Oh, so don't worry about the. The only storms we could see maybe down on the Gulf Coast. Real quick, South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe Georgia, really start paying attention to the Atlantic. I forget, it's the letter I, and see, not Humberto, but something. Anyway, it's the letter I. It's a named storm. Next week, early, impending hit. So really stay focused on that. Be safe. I know one county or city has already declared an evacuation, but it is looking like a direct hit. Believe it or not, October, we might actually see a hurricane in the U.S., or at least a tropical storm. Wow. Yes, NOAA dumping all that Sahara dust into these storms is working. But that's okay. We'll start judging the size of storms on the size of Katrina instead of off Andrew. So, hey, cause and effect. You do something to nature, and nature will bite you so hard it hurts. How many remember Katrina? I hear you. Well, it's a Katrina. Yeah, okay. All right, so here it is. Now, this is what SimBrief has played out, and I believe it's under flight factor numbers. Okay, so that could be one cause. All right, now I'm pulling up, sorry, SimBrief. There we go. All right, for this flight, we do have 142 people. However, our payload came in at, well, you know what? I'm going to have to do something totally kind of slide it over. I don't know if you'll be able to read much. Anyway, our payload is something like 31,000 and some change. Block fuel, I've bumped up to 17,000 just to cover the discrepancies with weights. 142 pounds. Now, the other number that is correct, we have 0 in cargo. And the route will be right. And by the way, this flight just took off about an hour or two ago. Should be getting in there. So, hey, they cleared a way for us, so we'll just follow their route. But our cost index will stay the same at 30 or so. Lindy 8 to Walnut Ridge to Meridian to Mobile. Oh, I guess that's right. Yeah. To VUSRY direct. Now, that could be the start of a RNAV. So we'll get into that in a minute. All right. But this, we hope, will make sense when we start dredging it out. So remember, we'll try to figure a way to bring this up. But there's another way. I just thought of it. So we'll see. However, the weather will not change. It's nice to see the METARs again. We got a north wind at 5 here, 350 at 5. It's clear. And 78, 79 degrees. Hey, not bad for 26 degrees Celsius. Not a bad day here. Down on the beach of Gulf Shores. That's right. We're going to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Southwest wind 230 at 47 miles. Light rain, haze. And believe it or not, just a little under IFR conditions. Marginal would be probably the term today. Broken sky at 2,900 feet. That sets it at least marginal. VFR aircraft, good luck. Good luck. You have to go special on this one. And we have an overcast sky at 4,600, and it's 80 degrees there. So really, other than the fact it's a little drippy in the air with rain, not much difference. All right, so now, from what I can tell, there really isn't anything else different with this plane. And a really good chance that it really is the same as the NEO, because in all essence, it might just be working under the NEO performance stuff. I don't know. I'm not a livery guy or how this add-on works. There were only two folders, folks. One was manuals, so that has nothing to do with the performance. The other goes into liveries, unless it's something in the liveries that they can do data ref wise and all. I have no idea how this plane was updated. So we're going to find out. Now, it does come with, hang on a second. All right, here, yeah, y'all get to see my hangar. Let's go to customize. All right. Now, most of what you see here are all the A320NEOs until we get to these guys. Air France, Ivanka. Wait a minute. These two may not. Viva may not. I don't know. But then we get to the F-dash WWs. These two right here are the COs. The rest, I believe, are Neos because they only added, they said, 2 files here. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's a total of 5 now that should be in your manuals, and they didn't specify how many more here. But I believe just these 2 are your COs. So if you truly want to try it out in 100% CO, go here. Now I thought I saw a Delta. And right here, oh, that's a Neo. Okay. But I also thought I saw it up in here. All right, well, you know, that's what happens when you get my age. Things look kind of weird. All right, oh, there's more up here. Air France, no, that's the same ones. Okay. All right, so let's go give it a try, shall we? All right, and since we are actually loaded, I am going to go ahead so I don't forget, fire up my ACARS program for these folks. Millennium Aviation will be who we fly for. And it should tell me we're on point in just a second. Maybe, yes, no, I don't know. There it is. And if I come over here, yep, there I am on the map. Boarding, good deal. All right, so let's do and get going. I know this was a little longer than we usually like to spend here. It's a new airplane. It's a new airplane on an old airplane, but it was older before the new plane. That you never mind. It'll really. Oh my gosh, that's still tickling my nose. Whatever it is. Better not be a bug. Hang on a second. Testing, testing. NSA, are you hearing? Testing. Oh, sorry, wrong kind of bug. Oh, now I got my ears clogged. Oh, just a great day. All right, let's get this plane going. All right, like I said, we've got her completely loaded. So let's head up top and we'll do what everyone loves to hear. They love that for some reason. No, it's these. He's catching fire, Captain. This one takes a little bit, and I don't know why. All right, so we got a good test. Let's run down them. All right, external power is on. Fuel pumps are all off, and we just did our APU fire checks. I am going to go ahead fire up the APU. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm going to get it going. We'll do a cockpit light check. While I'm here, set that over. All the light bulbs came on here, here, and down here. All right, so we'll turn that off. Come down here and clear this out. Flap is open. We can proceed with the start. All right, let's work it. Flap levers up. Let's confirm that real quick. Not that one. And your flaps are right here, and your spoilers are down. And since there's no white ring here, guess what? They're not armed. Weather radar off at the moment, so is PWS. And for those curious what PWS stands for, predictive wind shear, predicting wind shear. Okay, we're just waiting on the APU. It's just about available. There it is. Okay, let's put the bleed on and we'll come off the external power. Okay. Air conditioning panel we'll set down just to make sure it's cool. Grandma may need a blankie. Gens are in fault and ADIRs to nav. Okay, and finally strobe lights will leave off. Beacon on number 1. Seatbelts going on. And emergency lights armed and landing. Folks, this is all standard stuff. If you're not familiar with Airbus, I hope I'm helping you out. What am I at? Landing elevation, this switch right here. Make sure it's pointing straight up, 12 o'clock high for auto. Pack flow, I pushed up to high. We checked the engines, radios are on. Let's head down. I don't think, and I'm not going to because this airport does not, I believe. Well, we'll check it out. Let's always find out. I love to learn things. Nope, nothing on the gates. Hopefully one day they might, but there's currently 5 gates. Maybe 6 or 7 when they get international open. I don't know the plan for that. I no longer work out there, so it doesn't matter. So what we'll do is go double check here. 4 September, 10 October. Everything looks good. Init. Request. Now, to get this to work, read the manual for the NEO, but basically you're going to have to take your SimBrief account ID, put it in your settings or sound. Anyway, follow the directions. Why? 1, yes, it's pretty simple, but 2, there's 3 questions, and they will explain what each one is so you can make the right call for your way of flying. And USA, welcome, sir, in with the cheer of 100 bits. We sure appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Hang on a second. Where am I at? I'm just getting my phone up here so I can see better the chat in front of me instead of off to a side. Oh, it's still bugging me. All right, so there's where we're going. BLV, JKA. JKA is Gulf Shores. And I forget who it's named after. Do I have that? Jack Edwards Field, for those who may have flown light airplanes before Allegiant fired up this year there. Everything else looks good. Let's go ahead, align. Might as well align on it. We have nothing else to go by. Get the wind. And clear, clear, and clear, and clear, and clear, and clear. Clear, clear. Are you clear? I'm not clear, but are you clear? All right. Now, from here, what I normally do is kind of jump a little bit ahead of the checklists. And I'll explain. I like doing things together as much as possible. So, for instance, we're right here, so why not check my fuel? Coming over here, check my weights. 120, see what I mean? 120.7. We're 126 points, almost 8. So, and again, cleared to clear. Exactly. So that's where I think the difference is the Neo is heavier than the one that I was, and that would make sense with the bigger engines. But anyway, so we'll set it. We're at 126.8, 126.8, diagonal 28.3. Oh, that didn't work. Try that again, Captain. 28.3. And we... Whoa, why is my fuel... Okay, we're going to have to refuel here. Hang on. I don't like seeing that. Especially since I set it. We'll just go to 17.2. All right. Yeah, and I know they're not going to like us on the ramp, but you know what? Well. Shouldn't take them too long. And again, ToLiss graphics that we're used to, all there. As soon as the refueling light goes out, what I'm looking at is right here. There it went. Okay. Now let's go see what we see on the weight and balance set. All right, that'll work. Now we go to F plan. All right. All right, so I brought it up here. We are on a little too far out. Okay, so today, let's look at it. Here's our airport. We're over here. Hang on, am I even on the map? No, I am not. Why not? There we go. Seems like everybody's up, but Memphis and Kansas City. Actually, and would that be Houston that covers them? I think so. But anyway, clear that. So you can see what we got ahead of us. All right, so let's go back to flight. Weather. Now, MidAmerica, while yes, is an airport that should be on DATIS, is not. It's really kind of a small 10 or 20 flights a week, so it's not a real super powerhouse busy airport. So we'll just go off a 3-2 right winds again. The 320 at 3. Oh my gosh, they want me to take off with the wind or into the wind? What? What craziness is that? 3-2 right is actually 10,000 feet long. We're going to do the Lindy 8 like it says to ARG. ARG. All right, we'll look for ARG over here. And there it is across top. Insert it. Now, we're not going to fly up to STL VOR. That one I can guarantee you. We're going to go direct Sejoy. Truck on down. Fly on down. Sorry, got back into the trucking mode again. Fly on down to Gulf Shores. Like many of you do in your cars. Oh, did I say that out loud? All right, so really to step through, it's with arrows, not stepping like you do in Boeing. Okay, Myers looks good. ARG. Here comes Meridian, Mobile, and that fun fix here. There's JKA. So see, like I said, I think it's an initial. We're landing 27. Well, we're calm. Let's take a look at that, shall we? ILS 27. From here, we'll just kind of come over the lake that's called Gulf of America, and come in that way, okay? All right, sounds good to me. So we'll just go up here and put, now we could, no, we're not going to do Pensy or Loxley. We're going to do final. Couple of things we could do. Let's look at it real quick, see if it puts it in. No, it didn't. I was thinking we could procedure turn. What we'll do is just continue on, kind of go into a downwind and swing it on in. You gotta wave at the beach, folks. Come on, these are the pretty boys up here. You know they gotta wave. Do the parade wave as they go. All right, so here we go. Arrival. And for now, we'll do the ILS, even though we could come in the other way. No stars, cool. Insert. Oh, wait, no. Vias. No via. No transition. Insert. All right, and what we're going to be doing is hand flying it out here to Warley and come on in. Hopefully you can see that very easily. So continue straight out, go downwind and swing in on the ILS. Pretty simple stuff. Now, one thing you're looking for on the map page here are these discontinuities. Now, we go back, you see there are none. Until VUSRY. Now, I'm going to leave this discontinuity in. One, to let me know where the line is so I can just kind of parallel it. And then two, where to turn in. Okay, because we may or may not have controllers. All right, let's be honest. We don't know at this point. By the way, those of you curious, tonight's Friday Night Ops sounds like New York City. New York City. So, if you're into that, which I am really not anymore, give it a try. Although New York City, I actually like some of the controllers there. They really do a great job. And anyway, we'll check it out. Okay, there's runway 27, intercept out to our hold at VUSRY. Then we're planning to go to the Big Easy, New Orleans, if we need to. Now the fun part after we check, looks good, performance. Performance. Okay, hang on, just 320 at 3. You know what? I'm just going to go with it. Doesn't matter. 2992, temperature 27. It all looks good. Flex 1, yeah, that's good. Air conditioner will stay on, and that looks like a good run. You know what? Let's drop it flaps 2. That's a little better. Okay, so here's what we've computed. Let's go over here, and we could put that stuff in here right now. And boogie. I'm going to go ahead and click uplink. Put in our wins, which were 344. Diagonal 2. Something's... Oh, no. Wrong thing. Sorry. I'm going, why am I not seeing that little window here for the VR, folks, that I don't need? I'm going to go ahead and put 2 in for the flaps and request my data. I think I clicked it. We'll find out. We'll give it about a minute. A minute to win it. There it is. Okay, received. That's if we go toga. We're going to flex 64, 135, 135, 138. Total distance, we'll see. Clear. Insert. And there you have it, folks. Again, just like before, except now we're in this thing called a CO. Hallelujah. All right, we're just waiting on those little buggies to pull away. I'm going to go ahead and switch into CTAF. While we do that, let's finish a couple things up here. So 130, okay, we're disregard. I'm thinking Boeing again. Got to get out of that nastiness. We're going to 37, I believe. Okay, and constraints, LS, VOR, 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 VOR. All the dots are on, they are away. Okay, nose wheel steering on, 3 green, gear down. Switching levers, that's these 4 right here. All 12 o'clock, they're good. We're looking good. Don't turn the radar on now. You're going to hurt all those virtual people out there. Right, y'all ready to go fly? Let's see how much time I ate up. Hey, that's not bad. 48 minutes. We're ready to push.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, doors away. And the little air stair pulling out.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And I'm going to go ahead ditch the chocks. Hang on, we're available, so off, off. You ready to go fly? Time to freak people out.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oop. Freaked myself out, forgot. It still does that. Okay. That's got MidAmerica traffic, Allegiant 1358, pushing back, stand 5 for 32 right. Hey, I actually got it right. Pushback.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Now, this airplane, I actually saw 196 November Victor quite a bit when I worked there. It was one of those that was a lot more, was different than the others. It had a sat dish on it. And I don't know if they ever got rid of it. It's been a year and a half since I've been out there, so I have no idea if it's on it or not. But let's get this plane started. All right, we'll turn the fuel pumps on. Jeez.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Here we go. So again, welcome into Flying with Mike. It is September, which means
Tow is
that...
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Hang on.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Basically what September means. Thank you for the pushback, and we'll see you next time through here. If you subscribe to the channel, and that is the probably preferred way, there are, there is a tool out there where you can get ad-free viewing to all of them. But if let me talk about that real quick. The content provider, your favorite, you may like, you may want to watch and get tired of the ads, gets hardly anything, less than a penny on the dollar. But if you subscribe to their channels, you also get ad-free viewing, but your create provider, streamer, whatever you want to call us, we get a fairer chunk of the money that route. It's kind of sad what the other way does for the people that work under. But what are we going to do except work under those conditions? So, but I am an affiliate with Twitch, and I also take my videos and put them up on YouTube. So, anyway, it is September. You get 30% off both 1 month and 3 month subscriptions, both mobile and web orders. If you go for 6 months, strike that, back the truck up or back the plane up. Hang on. Let me say it correctly. 25% off 1 month and 3 month subs. I always get them backwards. And then 30% off 6 month subscriptions. We sure appreciate it ahead of time if you so choose to support us and to support us with a subscription. We always take follows. Follows are free. You know, we love having you aboard. We just crossed 500 followers not too long ago. So thank you in advance. And those of you that subscribe, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You get the ad-free viewing. And yeah, we're still working on the kind of perks we want to give subscribers here. So stay tuned. This may be in conjunction with other things we're looking into. And that also has been a while. It's just a lot going on. So, but thank you ahead of time for supporting. You can always drop biddies, donations, just I donate, or not, exclamation mark donate. Boy, I need to go back to bed. Wow. Can't get my mouth and my English to work right. All right, let's finish up here. Okay, off. Okay, arm spoilers. Give me flaps 2. Go ahead. Well, let's do it in order. Pitch trim needs to go, I believe, up 6. All right, so what we'll do is take our pitch trim here to up 0.6. Now I go out of order again, only because, you know, it kind of makes sense since we're here. All right, we're good. Let's deselect. Get this out of the way. Continuing on, terrain radar. We'll hold on that for a second till we get out on the taxiway. So what's he do? Turns it on. He meant to click up here. Get the cabin notified we're about to move. And let's see if the Airbus can pass its test today. And it does. All right, let's get going. And Scott, MidAmerica area traffic, Allegiant 1358 taxiing to 32 right. Welcome aboard, folks. Flight 1358 service to Gulf Shores, Alabama. Home sweet home, Alabama. And actually, you would be shocked at how many people in the St. Louis area vacation in that region. More towards Gulf Shores than the Destin area. But there's quite a bit that head over to Walton Beach and all of that. So it's just kind of interesting how Allegiant does its things, but you know what? It's their company and they've been pretty successful at what they do. So to sit here and mock them is kind of silly, because they've got one of the best business plans in the airline world right now, whether you like them or not. Go ahead, turn the radars on now. Get that timer going. We got 5 minutes from the end of pushback. So I hope y'all are ready for the weekend. That is today. It's Friday. Welcome aboard. Everyone wants to get down to the beach for the very last times this year, so we'll accommodate them. Well, it looks like Memphis Center decided to join us after all. They're back up. And Scott, MidAmerica area traffic. Allegiant 1358 will be ready to go at the end of the runway. Final checks here. Let's see, auto brake, terrain radar, everything's good. Flight attendants, take your seats for departure. Flaps 2, TCAS. St. Louis area traffic, Allegiant 1358 departing 32 right left turn for the Lindy 8. Okay, clear for takeoff. Okay. Runway and SRS are active. Climb and nav are ready. 80 knots. 100. B1, and here we go. Will she fly? Gears up. Okay, there's 400. Dial in direct. Turning direct. Okay, we're on our way. 2 hours and 38 minutes. Keep an eye on that, folks. It will go down and then it will go up. Flaps up. We're on our way. And again, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for choosing to fly with us. We sure appreciate it. And again, this is the new ToLiss A320NEO. And you're all going, well, Flight Factor had one. Yeah, they did. But hopefully people will enjoy this. I'm looking forward to getting my liveries updated for this aircraft, because there's one in particular. Many of you that follow Flying with Mike know Allegiant flies one that says Make-A-Wish. It's for the Make-A-Wish foundation, corporation, whatever they are, maybe one and the same. But anyway, and I really love that plane. I love the whole, what that company stands for, what their motto, and everything about them. I just think it's spot on, and giving the wish of children who are terminally ill. Some, thankfully, the terminally part goes away, thank goodness. Some, unfortunately, it is what, you know, happens. And but they provide that opportunity from times of where they want superheroes, you know, they're in the superheroes. A lot of them, and I was, well, no, I wasn't shocked, because many children love big trucks. And that's where I first came into contact with this company. I was unable to help them out at the time due to company rules and all of that. But that and a song out there. I can't think of the guy that sang it, but the name of the song was Teddy Bear. And if you can listen to that song without a tear coming to your eye, check your humanity. It is an amazing song, and Make-A-Wish just, I mean, when I heard that, the two came together at the same time. Wow. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of kids that would love to fly an airplane. Most likely not this one, but you never know. I don't know that realm, what they've done, but I do know what they've done in trucks, and they've gotten to ride in trucks. So anyway, I really hope that livery comes fast to ToLiss's A320s. Okay, we're through 10,000 feet. Let's kick off the lights. Let the flight attendants know. And away we go. Here, let's kind of swing around. take a look at the cabin. I know some were questioning, and I was one of them, but I didn't. Whoa. How many seats are there in the aisles, before the aisles? I thought I counted 4. That would be way wrong. Oops. There we go. Okay, 3-3. I was going to say, you put 4 in this plane. Holy mackerel. All right, so one of my big complaints with Flight Factor is they did the 2-class version instead of the single. Reason being, and I love the fact, I don't know what they've set this aircraft to, but I definitely don't see 2 classes. If you set it for a minimum of 180, it's very easy to max it at 136 in your SimBrief profile, or whatever, a 2-class aircraft. I don't even know if Flight Factor, if they just took off one airline or what they did. It doesn't matter. The fact that I see front to back seats tells me I should be able to set it back to 180. All right, and it looks good. I mean, the cabin, like always, is gonna look good. It's what X-Plane does in most of their planes. In 12, I haven't run into any aircraft without a cabin. You can squibble with it. They look well, good. Squibble about it, but as a default, this is really nice. I think ToLiss has really given us a high quality. It's really what they did with the A321, except in reverse. I think we got the A321CO first, and then not long after, we got the NEO. Maybe they both came out together. I don't remember. That's how I bought them. I'll just put it that way. Here, the NEO came out first. Don't know if they were not wanting to ruffle feathers or whatever. That's nowhere in my realm of knowledge, nor, to be totally blunt, I don't really care. I just really was glad to hear they were going to take it on. We're at Sejoy, by the way. There's the turn. So really, really happy they took the project on, and hopefully we all enjoy it. I know I am already. So again, little things that I think are on me, and I need to step back a couple steps, try this out with CO aircraft liveries that come out. Okay, so, but overall, I mean, look at this plane. Whereas before we had the NEO engines, the CFM LEAPs, we have the CFM 56 on here, so nice. Oh, I missed something. Hang on. And I thought I got that. You know what I think I did? Hang on, I'll explain in a minute. Pretty sure I changed it here. Yep, I didn't change it in the other. Okay, that makes total sense why it did what it did. All right, what it did. Well, you see the verse of the day. And folks, that is so true. Those of you on Twitch, those of you on YouTube catching this a little later tonight, all of us can come to the Father, that is God, through the same Holy Spirit because of what Jesus Christ did for us on the cross. And so true is that. That is right there, the gospel in a nutshell. Jesus went to the cross to die as our sacrifice for God, dying for our past, present, and future sins. Whoever you are out there and you don't think you've ever sinned, I really beg to differ, but you will have to come to terms with that standing before. And so what Christ did for us, all we have to do is acknowledge Jesus Christ, Son of God, died for our sins, took them to the grave, rose out of the grave, and we are new people, new souls on this earth. The old soul went to the grave with Jesus, gone, buried, see ya. So many of us, like me, just like to tug that old soul back into existence. And folks, we crucified that with Jesus. So, but today's actual verse, and I kind of did it intentionally, and it was not meant in any way to make fun of people out there, but we had, and if many of you didn't know, there was this apocalyptic call coming, that the rapture was coming in the last couple of days. I think we're all still here. And because of this verse of the day, that should have triggered you. Yeah, whoever was telling you the rapture was then doesn't read the Bible or doesn't believe the words that came from Jesus Christ. That being Matthew 24, verse 36. No one knows the day or hour when these things will happen. End times was the topic. Not even the angels in heaven or the Son of God himself. Only God the Father knows when that will occur. And for us to sit here and go, oh my, the rapture's tomorrow. No. You're never going to know. You just need to stay alert. You just need to be ready when that trumpet sounds and Jesus Christ welcomes his followers, his church, home. For those of you that do get left behind at that time, oh my. And I just hope I'm called home before the oh my happens. And I know you all are too, because you probably know, no, that's not right of me to say. But no, seriously, that's when it will happen. We will never know. There are no hints in the Bible when that day will happen. Matthew 24:36 states it very clearly. No one knows the day or hour when the end times will begin. All we do know is every day we're still alive, we're still breathing by God's grace, God's mercy. We're one day closer. Technically, 1 second closer, because it could be in a snap. Boom. So, be ready, be prepared, but also Live your life for Jesus. Live for those who are poor. Help them out. Help the widows. And don't put more on them than already has happened. Be kind. Be nice to your neighbors. Hey, the greatest commandment of all is love your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. The second commandment, Jesus said, love your neighbors as you love yourself. That's what we're called to do, and that's what we're going to, we should be doing. Get and know Jesus Christ. Get to know God himself. We can be book smart, but in this case, we need to be in a relationship with them. Know them. So they know us. So when that day does happen, Jesus will welcome us home. And for those out there that don't like when I go down that road and they, oh, hang on, Memphis must not, because they want me to talk to them. Okay, hang on, give me a second. I hopes to be on Unicom. We're going to what frequency? What frequency did you guys want? 132.55. Is it 550 or 55? Okay, 132, right? Good afternoon, Memphis Center. Allegiant 1358 with you, passing flight level 330 for 370. About 57 miles from Walnut Ridge.
Allegiant 1358, Memphis Center, radar contact as reported. Climb and maintain flight level 370, clear direct meridian.
Clear direct meridian, and we'll continue to flight level 370, Allegiant 1358. Thanks. Okay, we'll go direct, meridian, and insert. Boom. Big turn ahead. Here we go. All right. I'm going to, this is not because of Charlie Kirk. I am a Christian, folks, and I will never back down from my beliefs. I would rather stand with God, be rejected by the world, than stand by the world and be rejected by God. That, to me, is the crust of it right there. Charlie Cook was a much better orator at it, as Billy Graham was. But I am a Christian. I'll never deny it. Never. Of course, Jesus will say, when the rooster crows 3 times, you'll deny me, but I don't think so. So, y'all have a wonderful day. And when I do expound a little devotion like that, if you don't like it, there are other channels, and it does not hurt me for you to wander off, but you always seem to come back, and I love that. And so does God. All right, so let's continue on. We're direct meridian, 279 miles away. We're still 2,000 rough feet from our cruise, and we're on our way. Welcome aboard.
1511, leaving my airspace to the northwest. Kansas City's closed.
Not a thing there, sir. What's going on?
United 1511, switching.
Man, this was like a, what do you call that?
An airplane?
Frustrating installation.
What's frustrating?
The CEO.
What's wrong?
I mean, I got it working now, but like, I had to like put in those files and then update the A320.
Yep.
From Skunkworks, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the one step I forgot.
And then I had to re-put in the serial number of the Neo, and then add this
Really?
number too. Yeah.
I never had to do that.
Okay.
All I had to do was put the serial number in for the CO.
Delta 2578, Nashville.
Wow.
Juliet is current.
Or did you just buy... Well, good.
Huh?
It's good aircraft. I really like it.
Center.
Yeah.
Information Juliet.
I just did a flight with it. I really enjoyed it.
Well, right now, I think my performance characteristics are of the NEO. Weights and all of that, because we're way off. Now, that's not to say anything, because flight factor could be way off. And that's what I think my CO is based off of, so.
Yeah, there's also an update for the 339 and the 346.
Well, I don't have the 346, but yeah, I saw those a couple days ago. And that's what got me turned around. I got so, it just totally did not enter my mind to look to see if the 320NEO had an update. And I knew it would, because it's got to be brought up to 3.0, let alone for the new one coming. So yeah, I really screwed up. But Toliss walked me right through where my mistake was, and it was all me. User error. It always is user error. Once I updated it, boom, I could see my update. And put it right in, got going. But I totally forgot about this one. The other thing that I was I'm not sure how I want to report it, and it probably has been a million times. If you read the PDF,
American 479, contact Forward Center.
in the actual installation, it says 321.
Thank you very much. Correct, 125, 175.
And I'm like, did I put it in the wrong folder? And why would it be in that folder? Yeah, mine actually says A321. Don't put them in the A320. But then I looked at the picture and you saw A320.
I don't think I paid enough attention that closely.
Oh, I just got, why would I go to the A321? So, but then again, the picture showed it all. So, and that's what I went off of, was the screenshot provided in the PDF. But yeah, so far I like what and I expected it. I mean, it's just an add-on to the base model. But I love the guy that was helping me at the end. He goes, "I'm glad you got it working. Now don't crash it." I said, "Oh, I should have put in there. You don't watch my stream, do you?" We'll try not to crash it. Did you catch the video of my flight to Dayton, Ohio?
I did not.
It's the C-40, and boy, was Zebo looking good. Out of St. Louis. Well, out of Scott. I went to Wright Pat. But I'm here that radar looked phenomenal. No weather today except maybe on the Gulf Coast, and that's a big maybe. So we can't really try it out on this flight.
Well, yeah, trust me, it works. At
What,
least it worked on mine.
the radars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to get on a flight here soon that will show them off pretty good. Because like I said, that one day in Charleston, West Virginia, that thing lit up on the A319. And I think the 321 was available. I just hadn't done it yet.
I'm trying to find a Make-A-Wish livery.
Unfortunately, they don't have liveries yet for them.
Delta 1866, radar contact loss.
I've seen it for the 319.
Now, that one video you put me on said we could take the 319 and use it, but you might have to put engine textures or engine wing or whatever. And I'm like, timeout, not doing that. Please, somebody make one. And while you're at it, make one just make one for the CO in general for a Legion. Doesn't have to be one of the specials.
KBLV 4171, squawk 1353, Botro.
I did it too many years ago, and I'm sure these files are not like Microsoft Century, a flight. I think when I did them, it might have been early days of FSX. I don't remember a thing.
Citation 9 Delta Whiskey, radar contact loss.
Yeah, I did the trial for Photoshop, was it? Or was it? No, Paint Shop. And yeah, it ran out, and that was the last time I painted.
Good afternoon, FedEx 1387, level 360. FedEx 1387, Memphis Center, hello, squawk 4554. Squawking 4554, FedEx 1387. FedEx 1387, radar contact overhead, Pocket City, VOR. Skywest 4171, that worked, thanks. Runway 36 center, taxi via Juliet Romeo. Juliet Romeo 36 center, Skywest 4171.
All right, let me see where we are. He just wanted me to fly over Memphis. That's what he wanted. All right. Top of descent will occur 227 miles ahead of us. Now, because of the late start today, this will be the only stream I will most likely be able to do. Anything else will be super, super short. And that's why I probably will not push on. We had a late start. We had a lot of errands to run today, and well, it happens. So, but yeah, we at least got this one in. I'm very happy for it. And we got to play with the CO that's just got released by ToLiss, and very nice airplane.
FedEx 1387, your files, flight level 360. Do you want to stay at 340?
Rather would like to stay 34. That was the last time from ATC before our descent for the Buzz 5 arrival.
FedEx 1387, roger, maintain flight level 340.
Roger, we'll maintain 340, 1387. Memphis Center, get a American 7333, flight level 39 or 0.
Delta 2578, turn left heading 060 on the rollout. The National Airport will be 11 o'clock, 14 miles, report the field site.
Left 60 has
No.
Delta 2578.
Actually, I
Delta 2578,
think
visual
we
approach
just
runway 2
crossed
center.
Memphis.
Visual approach 2 center, Delta 2578.
American 1733, Memphis Center, welcome.
And 1733, Memphis, we got a request to step away for about 10 mics if it's possible.
American 1733, that's approved. Let me know when you're back.
Roger, we'll report back 1733. Thank you. Memphis Center, Southwest 974 at Little Rock, ready to taxi 4 left with whiskey.
Southwest 974, Memphis Center, runway 4 left, taxi via Juliet Foxtrot.
Juliet Fox, 4 left, Southwest 974.
So, Godspeed, are you going to partake in Friday night ops today on VATSIM?
FedEx 1387, descend now to flight level 320, then
You
descend
ready to
via the Lewis
South
5 arrival. Memphis is landing north, to Memphis altimeter 299.
I take it that's a yes.
Roger, descending flight level
Take
320, then
it,
proceed
that's
further via the Lewis 5 arrival. FedEx
You would
1387.
enjoy it.
Center, good evening, November 3, Mac, for taxi from Signature, West Kilo.
Citation 33 Mike, Memphis Center, hello, runway 36 center, taxi via Juliet Romeo.
Yeah, I wish
36
Discord
center,
was
Juliet
something
Romeo,
for
13
Allegiant.
Do what?
I wish they had like a livery Allegiant Discord or something.
Delta 2578, wind 030 at 5, runway 2 center, clear to land.
Well, they'll come out. I mean, the aircraft just released today, so give it about a week or two, and there'll probably be a page like the NEO, or put on the page with the NEO saying A320s. Or get on your airlines,
Skywest 4171, RNAV to Sloan. wind
tell them,
330 at 6,
put one
runway
out.
36 center, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Sloan, clear for takeoff, 36 center, Skywest 4171.
I mean, they got one for the A319. But
Well, yeah,
Jumping on
they got a
Charlie,
bunch for the
down to
A319.
Juliet, and then Romeo 3 Mike.
I think well,
I'm sorry, you're
Now,
right. Runway 36 center, taxi via Charlie.
for everyone to
Juliet,
understand,
Romeo for,
the
maintain 33 miles.
not Steelers, Raider and Knights, those are actually 319s. If you got those in Flight Factor on the 320, those were never on 320s. They were on 319s. They do have those on that ToLiss replate list. The
yeah, I
Whales,
downloaded them.
the Whales was a 320. So was Make-A-Wish. If it says November 2 and then numbers, that's a 320. If it says November 3, that's a
Oh, here's
319.
one.
Huh?
I said, here's one.
For
Allegiant
Toliss?
A320. Yeah.
196 November Victor?
It's 218NV.
Hang on.
It's from mini builds.
Skywest 4171, radar contact, say altitude.
Which one? 218?
Passing 3000 for 5.
Yeah, 218NV.
Skywest 4171, thanks, climb and maintain, flight level 310. Climb 310,
This is FS Labs. My bad. I got excited there for a second.
Southwest 974, short 4 left, Little Rock, ready to go.
Looks
Southwest
like
974,
they're,
fly heading
but I don't
060,
know what
wind variable
aircraft
4,
he
runway
put
4
it
left, ready
with.
to go. 060,
There is one out there,
Southwest 974.
but I don't know what it's for. Believe me, that's one I would love on this aircraft. I hate flying it in a 319.
How do you know, like, what engines are with the CEO?
It's going to be the CFM 56 and the IAE. Those are the two that came with the CO. The others are your Neo Leaps and whatever Pratt & Whitney calls them.
CFMT.
So my next flight with this plane, I don't know yet. Hoping for some liveries, but one of my playlists just kicked off yesterday on TV, so we'll get into that here in a week or two, and maybe start flying
2578, welcome to Nashville, turn
those
right
flights again. Not the same flights, but a new list of flights.
Southwest 974, radar contact, say altitude. Passing 1,400 per 4,000, Southwest 974. Southwest 974, thanks, climb and maintain, flight level 310. 310, 974. Delta 2578, taxi to terminal via Sierra 5, Tango 4, cross runway 31 at Tango 4, have a good one. Sierra 5, Tango 4.
All right, we are 126 miles from Meridian. And I can't read, is that 80? Nope, 161 to top of descent.
They got a Toliss A320 CEO Condor Houston livery.
Ooh.
Southwest 974, clear direct Walnut Ridge.
And then they have
Direct
the
Walnut Ridge,
Wizz Air.
Southwest 974.
So, yeah, I'm just going to give it about a week or two and they'll have decent liveries. And like I said, they'll probably be on the same thread with all the Neos. Or they may have their own. Who knows? It is way above my pay grade. All I know is this is a phenomenal add-on to the A320 network, and boy, can't wait.
I was expecting it to be like $80.
Oh, it's just an add-on. So now, by the time you buy the NEO and the CO, if you don't have it already, that could be close to $80 to $90. Because I don't remember what the NEO went for. And I'm not going to look it up.
Pretty sure it went for like 80 something.
Then it could top over 100, so to get both.
And Memphis Center, good day. Pop 001 with you at flight level 330. Pop 1, Memphis Center, welcome.
It was $90.
$90, okay. So yeah, it's going to be just over $100. So 110, 120 for both. If you don't have the NEO to start with. If you have it, it's $30. Or whatever that calculates out in your currencies out there, folks. All right, here comes some cumulus. We do have a smattering on Elevatex of potential weather. And the line of storms that I thought we might see, they're well west of Gulf shores at this time. Everyone's back out on the beach enjoying probably the sun. Speaking of which, while we have a few minutes here. All right. So you can see where we're at. Have I turned weather on? No, I have not. Here's those little sporadic storms I talked about outside of Columbus, Mississippi. And, you know, and this is what you expect down here, you know, afternoon, evening thunderstorms, just like that, little pop-up, popcorn thunderstorms, some weathermen call it. But anyway, let's look to what we have going on down here. Looks like we may have a runway change.
Giant 781, Memphis Center, welcome.
Looks like runway 9. All right, we'll have to get a new approach. RNAV, RNAV.
Attention all aircraft, hazardous weather advisory for turbulence. Moderate turbulence reported between flight level 200, top flight level 390, affecting portions south of Caledonia VOR, south of Meridian VOR to Mobile.
All right, actually, that's what I thought. VUSRY was the approach for the RNAV. Ooh, that looks vicious. Out past Pensacola, pushing Destin. Wow. But welcome to the southeast. Well, we'll see if we get any kind of turbulence out of this.
Citation 33 Mike. RNAV to Jax, wind 330 at 6, runway 36 center, cleared for takeoff. RNAV to Jax, cleared for takeoff, 36
If I'm on WT, weather plus turbulence, I should get some kind of indication ahead of me.
1288, go ahead.
We able to get an early release to her over to the dark side.
Frontier flight 1288.
Man, I started hearing you 3 times, James. Sorry, that got me really fast.
What'd you start hearing?
You 3 times.
Me 3 times? You know, there was a song about that. Knock 3 times. I know, way before everyone's time. All right, we're going to do the runway change.
Only thing that only song that I remember is Dream Types of Lady. That's all I remember.
All right, so let me look at that real quick. Y'all saw what I did. Just simply click flight plan, find your airport plus the runway number, click on it, and then you can make the change real easy.
There's a Vietnam Airlines
Ooh,
A320.
may look into that. So we're going to come into VUSRY. Now we're not going to do the hold. So we're going to just truck or fly right on in. So we'll come in planning 2500 OV and then come on in for the runway on the RNAV. By the way, is this an RNIP or just RNAV? Okay, RNAV. Okay, now let's go back to performance. Double check this.
Citation 33 Mike, radar contact, say altitude.
Yeah, they got the hold in there.
1.2 for
There's
5.
got to be one out in.
Citation 33 Mike, thanks. Climb and maintain flight level 350. Climb and maintain flight level 350, 33 Mike.
All right, we'll just keep it for now. All right, so there you have it, folks. We're set up. Now, real quick, we'll go through this. There is no star into Gulf Shores. So we're going to just basically fly in from BFM down to VUSRY and then straight in for the runway. We're not doing the hold, and we'll just go straight in, 2,500 feet to start, descending down and in. OF
Citation 33 Mike,
EV,
radar contact loss.
we need to be at 1,600 feet. Our decision altitude is just shy of 300 feet, 294. We get a little close. Ooh, we're actually close enough, 91. So what we'll do is switch over here, get rid of charts.
FedEx 1387 Heavy, Memphis information, kilo is current, altimeter 29901.
Now we're runway 90908. That all looks just like we saw. Hour and 5 minutes old. Okay, runway. Ooh.
Allegiant 1358, when able, request flight conditions.
Currently, flight conditions for Allegiant 1358, we seem to be pretty smooth over the little bit of weather here.
Roger, thank you.
He's just making sure I'm still here. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. All right, so it's an hour and 5 minutes old. 2982, make sure that's correct. And no, 81. I don't know how I like that thing. I'm going to go with a dry runway until told otherwise. Everything else, we're going to have to step that up. Medium, compute, leaves us 2,300 feet. Approach speed 133, that'll be perfect. And brake mode medium, reverse, and 4,000, we'll need 4,100 feet of runway. Cool. All right, I'm going to take a look at the airport chart real quick.
American 1733, just be advised, you're entering an area under a center weather advisory for turbulence with tops at 390. Allegiant, about 5 miles ahead of your present position, reported smooth ride. If you need different altitude, just let me know.
All right, we'll advise if the turbulence becomes too much for us, 1733, we'll advise.
Somebody's oh, I see where he is. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have a parking chart for this airport. As best I'm gathered, and again, I'm not certain. I think the southern part of the main ramp is where they go. Boy, Saribot is just on them today.
Memphis Center, Endeavor 4840, descending the Paisley 4, flight level 290.
Endeavor 4840, Memphis Center, hello, squawk 4514.
4514, Endeavor 4840.
FedEx 1387 Heavy, Memphis information, Lima's current altimeter 2990.
Roger, we have Lima FedEx 1387.
Okay, just kind of getting a lay of the land here. So we're going to cross Meridian. And not much longer after its top of descent. Okay. All right, so I hope y'all are ready. Yeah, we have Saribot activated. And it's been catching and doing its job.
Endeavor 4840, radar contact 76 miles northeast Nashville VOR. Descend via the Paisley 4 arrival. Nashville's landing north. Nashville altimeter 2988.
Paisley 4, landing north, Endeavor 4840.
FedEx 1387 Heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
Roger, descend maintain 3000, FedEx 1387.
4840, National Information, Kilo is current. Expect visual approach runway 2 right.
We have Kilo visual 2 right, Endeavor 4840.
Legion 1358, descend and maintain 10,000. Track average altimeter 2981.
Allegiant 1358 descending 10,000.
All right, Mike, I'm going to bug out here for a little bit.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep, take it easy.
FedEx 1387 Heavy, the Memphis airport is 2 o'clock, 6 miles, report the field in sight.
We have a field in sight, FedEx 1387.
FedEx 1387 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 36 right.
Roger, clear visual 36 right. 1387.
All right, sorry for the quietness there. Real quick, getting some things set up here. All right, we are in our descent to 10,000. Now, we are going to probably, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how we do this. We'll see if Houston comes up. Currently a nice clear radar ahead of us. And looking at NavGraph, the storms have pushed east, or yeah, east of the area. And let me just double check.
1387 heavy, wind 010 at 10, gusts 15, runway 36 right, clear to land.
Clear land 36 right, FedEx 1387.
Trying to remember.
Allegiant 1358, leaving my airspace to the south. Houston's closed, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, thanks for the great ATC, Allegiant 1358, off to Unicom. Thanks. Uh, 27. 090 at, actually, let's see if there has been any updates. All right, now I got one, we'll keep it at, now it's swinging back around, I'll bet 6. And we said our DH for this approach will be 294. 294. Call it 300. So we need at least a base broken or overcast 300 or higher and visibility above 7/8 of a mile, literally above a mile for this approach. By the way, this is 19 minutes old, so all right, let's get over to Unicom. By the way, this airport works on Gulf Shores Tower 118.65. Okay, we'll try to remember to switch over. Okay, so you can kind of see how this is going to play out. We're going to go on down to 5,000. Let's see how that looks. Nope, I don't like that. Let's steepen it back up. That's what I'm trying to find. Where is the hockey stick relation to my approach? Now, granted, remember, there is a hold in this approach, so we'll have to override that. Okay, 2981 coming up. All right, let me... Okay, I think we did it. They're saying 3,100 feet, which would correlate just fine. Got to be, they want us at 2,500, so. All right, so we are set up. We'll get this down to a respectable number for now. And 2981 coming up. So I hope you've enjoyed. This is Toliss's new release today, the A320NEO. Now, like I said in the beginning, what I did is I took the existing Toliss A320 created for the Neo and put it in. Weights and all seem to be off. That's fine. Could very well be the aircraft I used in SimBrief. Numbers don't match up. Could be, maybe I'm still under Neo parameters. I don't think so on that one, but it's possible. But it's been going great. We added for the additional weight and all, so. But we'll take a look and see if there's anything in SimBrief yet as to a new performance file for them. Was it 8.1? 2981. All right. So, but overall, it's been a great flight. Great. I mean, it's just been great. It's what you expect the A320 to do. Here's where the fun will begin. We have chosen to fly the RNAV. Now I'm seeing winds 271 at 20 on my gauge. That's where we're at. Now we'll see what they're like on the ground, which would make us have to come in the other way, especially if it's that brisk. Oh, by the way, the rest of the weather, hang on. For those of you on Twitch, just kind of pay attention to, wait a minute, hang on, okay. So we're looking at a few clouds at 21 feet. Okay, broken at 4,800, so cool. Worst case scenario, we could fly a visual and come around and land. We'll see how that works out, you know, when we get there. But currently, the airport is reporting, as of 25 minutes ago, 170 at 6. Prior to that, 090. So that's why we've changed for the RNAV. And currently nothing's showing up on the radar. Not expecting anything. The weather is east of Pensacola, so which is well east of Gulf Shores. Flight attendants, take your seats for landing. Oh, look at Mobile. Wow. Looks good. Helicopter pilots. I can attest to this. There are a ton of oil rigs, real world, in this region off the coast. Check them out if you're into helicopters. I am. I'd love to try to fly it, but I have this nasty habit, and on a oil rig, that's not good crashing. Also, one of my other fondest memories. We took a trip down to probably Gulf Shores, might have been Destin, don't remember that part. Seabrook Island. Is that right? Seabrook here? Now I'm starting to think of a different island. Help me out there, those of you from the region here. I think it's Seabrook Island out in the middle. Not that one, but I think further out. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Ooh, we need those spoilers again. All right. We just crossed Mobile. Our alternate's right there, the aircraft carrier. No, just kidding. All right, I'm going to go ahead slow to 220. And I'm going to drop us one more. All right, we are, I'm going to say about 5 minutes away from landing, folks. That pretty well matches. What the heck? Let's put a prediction in. See how I do. All right. I can't see the airport just yet. Okay, let's get set up here. Let's go flaps 1. Landing gear. Okay, I know that channel. I think it's that channel. Hang on. Basically, the intercoastal waterway, if I remember this right from our visit several years ago, runs right next to the airport, or very close to it. That's why I thought that inlet right there was it, but I think it's going to be a little further up here. And I think that's Seabrook Island out there. Don't quote me. It's actually, I think I got a runway. All right, folks, sorry, getting marching orders from the CEO. Flaps 4, well, might as well be fully prepared. And VREF, well, we don't have anything up here. Okay, I believe this entry right here is for the intercoastal, so the runway should be back up here a little bit. Here we go. And if I see the runway pretty quick, we're good. Okay, Pappy's will be on the left. All I can say is maybe right there, maybe not. I don't know. We're descending. .600 hooks up 620. Oh, I got the runway. Nope, that big area, I thought it's right here. Okay, 135 flaps full, speed brakes armed. Go ahead and turn the brake flag fans on. And folks, we're cleared to land in just a second. What do we call this airport? Gulf Shores. Okay. Gulf Shores Airport traffic Allegiant 1358. Approximately 6 mile final for runway 9. Plane's mine. Had the question once, what was that master caution when you turn it off? That's the autopilot. Okay, let's set up about 600. You don't really need to get your hand on the throttle in an Airbus until you're about about 1,000 feet above the ground, maybe 400 or 500. The throttles are being managed by the computers. The biggest thing is just kind of let it do its thing. It's trimming for you, trying to make things work out. We're a little high. Just see how that green dot works out for us on this. Okay, winds kind of shifty around a little bit, but I think we're squared up now. And Gulf Shores area traffic, Legion 1358, about a 3-mile final now for runway 9. I'm going to go ahead, take over. Hand on the throttle and take it in. Landing. Beautiful area if you ever get a chance to go down to Gulf Shores. Going to the end. All right, welcome to Gulf Shores. Okay. And Gulf Shores traffic, Allegiant 1358 off runway 9 to the terminal. Now, what I thought was going to be the terminal didn't pan out. Unless it did, and I'm just not seeing it on Google, which, guess what, wouldn't surprise me. And I'll show you where I thought it was going to be, but like I said, it did not happen. Ooh, who let that sun? Who let the sun out? I'm sure they're loving it here in Gulf Shores. overall, I think the CEO is a dynamite aircraft. Can't wait to log a lot of flight hours in this plane. That was a very smooth, stable arrival. I loved it. Not to say the next flight in it, I'll be all over the place. So, but right now, that was a good product. And I highly recommend it. For those of you that like the Airbuses, those of you that don't, I still highly recommend it for you. Really a great aircraft. Sorry we didn't have weather to check that out. Maybe on the next flight we'll try to be intentional and find some. I got a feeling where I'm thinking my next flight with this will be, it's a good chance for it. So, but you know, I'm not giving that away yet because I actually haven't determined the airplane I want to use. All right. Well, it's not even showing here. Between the taxiway behind us and this one, there is a ramp depicted on the chart and in Google when you look at it. And that is where I thought the terminal would go. Big. Right now, the thought of where I think it is now is up in this region by this hangar. And I'll be honest, I don't even know if they pull in. I think they pull in. But yeah, we'll see how this evolves here. But Gulf Shores is up and running. Gulf Shores traffic, Allegiant 1358 crossing runway 17. Whoa, what a taxiway I chose to go down, didn't I? I actually thought it was right here, but no, it's actually down here somewhere. Wow, this is barely wide enough for it. Woo. Not sure at this point where we park, so we'll just kind of play GA. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, really don't know. All right, let's turn that light off. Hopefully we get a better aerial view here shortly. Oh, I didn't turn that one off. Okay, missed one. All right, I think we're ready to shut her down. Off, off. Okay. All right, we are in, and that was a good flight. Jacksonville just came up. Oh, well. They've been up for 11 minutes. They let me go. Thank you so much. All right, and we'll just kind of look outside here. Like I said, I really don't know how this all works here. It's a brand new airport this year, and we'll see. All right, well, let's take a look at what we did. All right, PIREP file, cool, cool. That means I can come over here and go click. And they got us at 423. I must have bounced. Dang it. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Okay, that's good. And the last one coming in. All right, let's see what we did here. All right, I didn't mark any of that, so we'll complete. All right, I don't, oh, there were two bounces. Okay. First one, 331 at 133. Not bad. Second one, boy, look at that. That's actually pretty good. And then 130, 52 feet per minute. So overall, not a bad flight. Right there, you can see the little silver white. That used to be a dome. I don't know how you remove that from them. I know you can because you put it on. So if you put it on the plane, it should be able to come right off. Let's see if the pictures give us anything. Again, I still go by this being where I thought they'd be. Nice parking, a little parking, but a lot of room to work in. But boy, is that a narrow taxiway. Wow. Maybe it's been widened for them. Maybe. All right, so that doesn't look too bad. Let's go back to here and up to here. All right, let me pull oh, I didn't even bring it in for y'all. Dang it. All right, there's Elevatech. Flights. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just click on? The map. Oh, wrong one. All right, so again, there's where we're at, and here's where we landed. Beautiful flight, no weather to contend with. There is some over here. My bad for y'all not seeing that. Again, this is where we parked. I believe this is where there could actually be another taxiway added. Don't know. That's the ramp I thought. Look at all of that open land they could work with. But I don't think they did. And then we touched down right in the landing zone, or just on the edge, and then another little bit down. Little bunny hop. Okay, let's pull in the official scorekeeper sim toolkit. They got us at 186 feet a minute, 132 knots at 1.23 Gs. That, I believe, more. Look at that little shortcut we were given. That was nice. Nice. Thank you, Memphis. Thank you so much. Let's complete the flight and see the details. All right, there's the flight again. Not probably unreminiscent of the real one. Usually people try to get those, you know, straight shots. Went 500 miles, an hour and 40 minutes flight time, 3,700 kilograms. Yeah, we really pulled some G's, folks. 3,700. Maverick, you ain't got nothing on us. Oh, man. Anyway, 1.2 on the G's for landing at 186 feet a minute. Those are great numbers. This is why it's the official scorekeeper. And it tells us we landed 1,170 feet down the, or 71 feet down the runway. 10 feet off the center. That, folks, to me is a good landing. This runway is just shy of 7,000 feet long, 100 feet wide. Everything number-wise looks outstanding. Everything. And let's see if we get a better picture of where... Oh, no, we don't. So hopefully we do in the near future. But anyway, that was a phenomenal flight. By the way, that is the Make-A-Wish tail number. Hopefully soon we'll see it here. And hopefully it'll be a beaut. And hopefully we'll, you know what, give me a second. I'm going to Google this airport real quick. KJKA. Picture, please be worth 1,000. And no, you're not. Nope. There's one of the FBOs. There's the actual terminal. But nope, no Allegiant, no idea. Wait. No idea where they got them yet. So just checking. Yeah, nothing. Okay, well, we'll just have to wait a couple of years and we'll hopefully get a parking diagram so we can work off of it. All right, I hope you enjoyed the flight, folks. It was phenomenal. I enjoyed it. I have been building up to this flight with the Allegiance here for the last week or two, with that flight from Asheville to Sanford up to MidAmerica. Then I could fly it right in here when they released the aircraft. So I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. We'll see you most likely. There's a chance Sunday as of right now, but I may not. But definitely on Monday, we're going to work up a flight plan for Monday. We hope you'll enjoy. So for now, I hope you all have a very fun, very safe weekend. and I hope to see you back here soon. And again, to those of you who were counting on the rapture yesterday or the day before, just remember Matthew 24:36. No one knows the day or hour when these things will happen. Not even the angels in heaven or the Son, that being Jesus himself. Even Jesus does not know. Only God the Father knows. Take solace in that. And folks, live your life to the fullest with Jesus Christ. And you just don't have to worry. Just stay on guard for that day. Don't look to the Bible for when will this happen. It's not going to be found there. Like it says, God the Father is the only one that knows that day and hour when the trumpets will sound and Jesus Christ will take his followers home, and the rest will have to endure the tribulation. That's pretty well spelled out in the Bible. So, y'all enjoy your weekend. God bless you all. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next flight.